dami-daming substitution.
Hey, that's right. In the huddle, Coach Binky of Letran said that the players have to extend their defense in order to stop the high percentage shooting of the JRC Bombers, who's shooting 3 points from everywhere right now. So dapat, when they miss the shot, rebound, box out, and on the offensive end naman, pasa ng bola hanggang malibre yung player, and of course, that'll lead to the open jump shot. So back to you guys.
Okay, that was Johnson Cunanan with our courtside update, brought to you by Absolute Pure Distilled Drinking Water. At tapos na itong timeout natin. 33-27 ang ating talaan. 4.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. JRC ahead. De La Rea pumasok ulit. He has 2 fouls but loses the leather to Soriano, and Letran gets another crack at the basket. Sangko pumasok na rin. Dahil medyo napagod na itong si Aldwin Ayos. Si Sangko naman itong tatakbo para sa Knights. Orlan tama to Sangko. Sangko against Te. Bigay dito kay Soriano. Playing 10 points. Across his name. At maagawan ito si Tama. Ano mo, mali yun no? For a big guy na mag-dribble ka pa
And plus the fact na ito si Nanay Pundulan has quick hands. So itong si Tama should know better every time he tries to dribble inside. Kailangan may vision siya dun sa mga taong nagkukulapse hindi.
Eto, may vision sana si Ariel Campos, kaya lang yung kanyang handoff anticipated ng Knights, natapik palabas yung bola. 13 seconds in the shot clock of the Heavy Bombers. Lamang ang JRC, 33-27 with 3 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the first half of action. Nahanap si Pinolyar against Soriano. Babalik kay Te, tumama doon sa gilid ng board yung kanyang tira. At eto, Sangko naman at walang mapasahan. Masyadong mabilis, nauuna.
A little bit out of control si Sangko that time. So another opportunity for JRC, pero muffed once again. At eto, Letran tumatakbo na naman.
Turnovers, Letran with 11, JRC with 5. So that's just the difference. Medyo yung rebounding advantage ng Letran nawala.
Na-offset yung rebounding advantage. Tama yung nabanggit mo, partner, dahil yung kanilang penchant in turning the ball over and another turnover. This time, galing dito kay Orlan Tama, it's gonna be a traveling violation. And ito, Coach Binky Pabi is trying to contest that call.
Oo, at ito matatawagan ito. Malamang, hindi, wala na. Meron tayong timeout with 3 minutes and 10 seconds lamang. JRC, 33-27, magbabalik kami.
Pag intense workout, kasama dyan ang leg and muscle pains. Good thing there's Alaxan.
Dahil tanging Alaxan ang may pinagsamang galing na mabisang ibuprofen at ang proven safe and effective paracetamol. Doble bisa, doble galing.
Kaya tiwala ko sa Alaxan.
AMA and Microsoft, now changing the future of education in the Philippines.
Talagang kakaiba dito sa AKA Video. May comedy, drama, the latest in videos, laging meron. Basta sa AKA, there's something for everyone. From wholesome family entertainment to exciting action pambarkada. VHS, Laserdiscs, VCDs, DVDs. Affordable.
Busog ka pa sa chichirya?
That's why AGA loves AKA. So if it's video for AGA, sa AKA Video lang. Iba na ang nationwide!
Dito sa AKA!
Molten is the world's largest athletic ball manufacturer. Molten is thriving with its global manufacturing network.
Now, watch AMA change the future of education in the Philippines.
Narito na ang may kakaibang lakas. Shark Energy Drink.
Talagang kakaiba dito sa AKA Video. May comedy, drama, the latest in videos, laging meron. Basta sa AKA, there's something for everyone. From wholesome family entertainment to exciting action pambarkada. VHS, Laserdiscs, VCDs, DVDs. Affordable.
Busog ka pa sa chichirya?
That's why AGA loves AKA. So if it's video for AGA, sa AKA Video lang. Iba na ang nationwide!
Dito sa AKA!
Backaches,
Leg pains? Di may iwasan yan. Kaya I trust only Alaxan.
Dahil tanging Alaxan na may pinagsamang galing na mabisang ibuprofen at ang proven safe and effective paracetamol. Doble bisa, doble galing.
Kaya tiwala ako sa Alaxan.
Ito makikita natin yung point of contention. Traveling daw ang itatawag dito.
I think Coach Binky Fabis has a point, partner. His pivot foot.
Mas planted eh, di ba?
Oh, left foot. Itong pivot foot ni Orlan Tama. So, kumbaga, and caught the ire of Coach Binky Fabis as we take a look at his reaction after that turnover called against Orlan Tama.
At nakita mo talagang tinatanong niya yung referee. Sabi niya, yung line of sight mo, hindi tama eh, no? At ito, walang traveling yan. Sabi ni Coach Binky, nilapitan niya pa niya para ilakas na wala. At yung referee, ito, nakakasagutan. Pero pinabayaan na lamang siya eh.
And again, another 3-point shot. This time from Rendell De La Rhea. Maganda itong pahinga ni Rendell De La Rhea dahil, konting-konting kanyang minuto na laro because of foul trouble. Pero, mabigat na 3-point shot na naman.
Yun ang maganda nga sa sinasabi natin eh. Dahil ito si De La Rhea, nag-2 fouls kagad, tayong labas. Ito namang Rumilievo sa kanya, medyo maganda yung naipakita at napalayo pa itong JRC. Kaya pagpasok mo ng De La Rhea, press na press.
And talk about, again, the gang rebounding of Letran Knights. 3 chances to make that shot. Finally, itong si Jason Mesolas was able to fish a foul. Already the 12th team foul para rito sa koponan ng Heavy Bombers and only 3 for Letran. But JRC is still enjoying a 9-point lead.
Ano, partner, this could tell of JRC pagdating nung closing stretch itong ating laro eh. No? Itong foul trouble eh. Dahil yung mga malalaki ng players na natatawagan ng fouls. Samantala, patuloy naman na nagmimintis itong Letran sa free throw line. As we take a look at Harold Santa Cruz, tama yung sila, 13 rebounds.
This guy is a very hard-working player. Itong si Harold Santa Cruz, only 2 points in the ball game, pero awesome rebounding might, partner. 13 rebounds, and we're only in the first half of action.
Nakita mo naman, hal na sa pagod itong si Harold Santa Cruz, ano? Samantala, split by Mesolas. Ito si Te naman, trying to elude Sanko. Ibigay Capos to Epondulan. Alam na nitong si Mesolas ang kakayahan ni Epondulan. Pinilit naman ni Nani yung kanyang tira. Sumablay siya dyan and mawawala yung ball possession sa panig ng Letran. Meron tayong mga palitan dito. Gregorio will check back in kasama si Ayo. Papalitan itong si Sanko at si Ariel Capus.
Very, very much aware itong si Coach Binky Fabis kung gaano kainit itong mga outside shooters ng JRC. So now, ang specific instructions niya earlier was to extend their defense. And yun ang nangyayari ngayon sa JRC. They're limited to take the shot outside.
Well, Alvin Ayo, instant offense. Pagkatapos palitan si Sanko, tumrive ka agad, chopping the lead of JRC down to just 6 points, 36-30. A minute and 42 seconds left sa ating first half. Bibigay De La Rhea, fake sa shot sa 3-point area, ipapasok ng konti, pasok na rin tira.
Alam mo, ibang klase lang itong mga perimeter players ng JRC, partner. Kanilang accuracy from the perimeter, talagang ibang klase dahil pag nagbintis, walang offensive rebounders
Kailangan mo ipasok
Kailangan talaga ipasok. So talk about the confidence level nitong mga shooters ng JRC.
Orlan Tama spin move, misses. At nakita mo, hindi makuha yung rebound, tinapik lang palabas. Rendell De La Rhea, zigzagging drive at ipapasok kay Gregorio. Sasaplay si Gregorio sa rebound. Itatapik lang palabas itong bola and Letran controls the leather. Ang lalaki talaga ng players ng Letran. Another side jumper from Jason Mesolas. At papasok ang 38-32 ang ating talaan. Less than a minute remaining sa ating first half of action.
If there's one aspect of the ball game of Jason Mesolas na talagang na-improve niya, yung perimeter shooting niya na yun. Already with 9 points, 6 points coming off pull-up jumpers.
Wala lang mo sinasabi lang itong si Jason Mesolas has the potential to become another Rey Evangelista.
Pwede, correct.
Ito outside jumper ito si Gregorio. Missed the last 2 shots for JRC, pero fortunately, itong si Rendell De La Rhea comes out of that confusion with the leather. At meron tayong timeout na itatawag dito with 32.9 seconds to a 6-point lead by JRC. 38-32. Magbabalik kami. 32 seconds remaining dito sa ating laro. At ito, Bibigay ng instruction si Coach Pinky Papi sa kanyang mga manlalaro. They're trailing by 6 points.
Totoo yun. And just talk about the discipline of the players of Coach Pinky Fabis when it comes to defense. Matatapos na itong first half of action natin and only 14 fouls para rito sa Letran. At makikita natin talagang yung gusto talaga mangyari ni Coach Pinky na play defense with your legs, do not slap the ball, do not put the players do sa free throw line. Yun ang talagang nangyayari rito. And as a result, hindi rin makaalago ng gusto itong JRC in spite of the numerous turnovers of Letran Knights.
And free throw misses by the Knights. At kung pumapasok lamang yung mga free throws na yan, baka lamang pa itong Letran. Samantala, ito, play para sa JRC. Papasa dito kay Ariel Campos who's been filled back into the frame. Campos for a drive. At sabi nila, kailangan mo ng 2 puntos. Ibalik mo si Campos. BBL experience. Kaya-kaya niyan. Ito, last play of the first half of action. Alvin Ayo. Lalaglag. Sasablay. Itong Letran. But then again, nasa kanila pa itong offensive rebound. At tama-tapos na itong ating laro. Hindi na maiaangat yung mga bola ito sa panig nitong JRC, but nevertheless, Jose Rizal Heavy Bombers enjoying an 8-point lead, 40-32 at the end of the first 20 minutes of play. At sa ilang sandali, hihimayin natin kung ano nangyari sa first half of action. Magbabalik kami. 40-32, 8 puntos ng kalamakan ng Jose Rizal College Heavy Bombers laban sa Letran College Knights. Pagkatapos ng unang 20 minutong pagkahamok nila dito sa Rizal Memorial Coliseum. At para dito sa JRC, napakaraming umiskor. Hindi lang siya pundulan ng umiskor dito. Kasama pa ito si Riel Capus, pabaling tira na pumasok.
The big three of JRC Heavy Bombers really scored big time in the first half. Of course, ito si Ariel Capus. Maganda talaga ang kanyang nilaro. He scored 8 points in the first half. Now, let's take a look at the key team stats. 44% para rito sa field goal shooting ng JRC. And only 38 para rito sa Letran. 3-point field goals. The story of the ball game, 1 out of 5 para rito sa Letran and 6 out of 15 naman sa JRC. Rebounding, we expected this 27 for Letran and only 15 for JRC. And assist, again, because of a lot of fast break points and high score ng JRC, they have more assists in the first half of action.
Well, gagaya nga na sinabi natin, itong JRC will thrive on running, pero itong Letran hindi naman pahuhuli. Maganda yung dish up itong si Alvin Ayo dito kay Jason Mesolas from the side. Jason Mesolas scores. Konti lang din ang nagagawa pa nito si Jason Mesolas. Pero makita natin already 9 points actually doon sa first 10 minutes ng play. Nakafocus yung offense nitong Letran dito kay Soriano, but then doon sa towards the latter part of the first half, Mesolas naman taking up.
Totoo, and Orlan tama accounting for 5 points. And again, para rito sa JRC Heavy Bombers, the big 3. Epondolan 13, Caputs 8, and Drendel De La Rey for 7. A total of 40 points in the first half para rito sa JRC Heavy Bombers.
Well, De La Rey matagal-tagal nga umupo sa bangko, pero nung pinasok siya, struck for 7 points in the last about 4 minutes of the first half of action. At yun ang isa sa mga itinira niya, pinakawalan niya, helping JRC to erect this 8-point lead at the end of the first half of action. 40-32 sa aming pagbabalik, second half of action. Second half of action, 8-point lead para sa Jose Rizal College Heavy Bombers, 40-32. At eto, nauna na yung Letran Knights sa gitna ng hardcourt. Hinihintay yung kanilang kalaban at JRC Heavy Bombers tahan-tahan ang pagpasok. At etong si Coach Boy De Vera taking his sweet time naming his starter sa second half of action. At yan na po, kompleto na sila. Tatalunan sa gitna. Tama and Capus with Letran winning out. Sanko with the leather against Valenia. Ito yung magandang matchup. At nakita ko may offensive foul ko. Bagamat hindi tumama, the intent was there.
So another turnover on the first play of Letran Knights. So a total of 13 turnovers already para rito sa koponan ng Letran. And alam mo, the resiliency of this Heavy Bomber squad will be tested once again in this ball game. In their game against Mapua, lamang sila at the end of 20 minutes, partner, by 9 points. Ngayon, they're up by 8 points. Pero somehow in the second half, nagpa-falter ang kanilang opensa. So, titignan natin kung nakapag-adjust itong koponan ng JRC, especially in the second half.
Well, hindi yung masabi kasi itong JRC, but then again, Ariel Campos, very safe 15-footer. Kasi they expend so much effort, maliliit nga sila. So, kulang din sa pacing, kumbaga, dahil parang banat yun ang nangyayari dito eh.
And plus the fact that they take a lot of outside shots. Now, nabanggit mo partner, yung nagiging pagod sila towards the end of the ball game. Usually, pag napapagod ka, nawawala yung legs mo. If you're a jump shooter, nawawala ang accuracy mo from the perimeter.
Yan na nga, samantala, eto. Jump shooter by Camo. Soriano, tumira na 3 points yun
13 points in the ball game para kay Tikboy.
Yeah, Tikboy, parang nana ko yan. Tapak din na ng vice mayor yan.
Oo nga, ano?
Parang ganun eh. Nakaganti naman si Ariel Capos ulit. 4 straight points. So, may sisimula ng ating second half back. Sangkoy, binigay kay Soriano. Pinikita na siya nito si Renton De La Rhea. Actually, yung dalawang fouls De La Rhea kanina kay Soriano sa first half. May offensive foul na naman. Oo, so itong Letran, nung malaki sila, hindi natin dito sila, nahihirapan sa humanap ng spot nila eh.
Letran is running the motion offense. They set a lot of screens. So pag yung binibigyan mo ng screener, gumalaw agad, yari ang screener parate dahil mahuhuli siya ng illegal screen. Yun ang nangyari kay Jason Misolas in that particular
ganito ba yun?
Parang ganun din.
Ganito eh, no? Illegal din to eh, di ba?
Ganun din. So, paano lang, nabawi lang ng Letran ng kanilang turnover. Pero in the first 3 plays of Letran to start off the second half, dalawa agad doon turnover. So it's very, very important na makapag-execute sila properly ng kanilang offense.
Well, 44-35, 9-point lead pa rin ito ng Jose Rizal College Heavy Bombers. At ito si Sangko being guarded by John Dale Valenia. Actually, ito si Valenia, nawala na scoring ito. Last year, gumagawa ito para din sa JRC. Pero dito, medyo nakukontento siya sa pagpapasa ng bola. And again, almost a bad pass. Tama, ipe-fake muna. Isasaw-saw ang ganda ng move ito sa Tama.
He could have gone away partner with a traveling violation, ha? Ito si Orlan Tama. Pero still, a 2-point shot for him. Down to 7 points. Itong kalamangan ng JRC, 44-37.
Well, at least hindi nagkaroon ng error itong panig ng Letran. Pero sabi ko ba si De La Rhea, ito walang error ang tira ko.
Awesome outside shooting itong pinapakita ng JRC, ano?
Oh, parang Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Awesome!
Awesome! Ibang klase. Ito akala natin mauubos ang first half, pero still, they're still at it at the start of the second half.
Kasi alam mo, galing sa dalawang talo itong JRC. So sabi, kailangan ipakita natin sa kanila na hindi tayo banderang tapos. Nakita mo 3-on-1 situation, ang ganda ng pagkakaikot ng bola.
And this is what you don't want if you are Coach Pinky Pabis. Turn the ball over and give an opportunity for JRC to run their fast break. Yun ang mangyayari. This is now the biggest lead of JRC at 12 points. Another opportunity.
Ay, nanulak. Ito si Capos. Actually, hindi siya nanulak. Yung momentum
Plus the fact na medyo maliit ito Sangko. So yung momentum nitong Ariel Capos, talagang napura sa eksena itong si Sangko.
Ayun, walang tulak. Pataas lang talaga eh.
Bumanggala yung katawan. Momentum, tama ka partner.
Incidental yung contact na yun
right. Pero still, you have to call that foul.
Yeah,
third personal foul on Ariel Capos.
Magre-reklamo naman si Coach Pinky Pabis pag hindi mo itinawag yung foul na yun. 12-point lead for the Heavy Bombers. Tayo, inibigay kay Soriano. Hindi tumira. Ito naman si Misolas, babalik kay Soriano 3 seconds. Si Santa Cruz, yung hinalaki niya. Nakatapak sa buhay. Konting-konti.
Medyo malaki yung paa.
Malaki talaga.
So hindi na namalaya. Nandun pala sa shaded lane ang kanyang hinlalaki. So natawagan. Another turnover. So nothing's going right at least in the first 4 minutes of the second half for this man right here, Coach Pinky Pabis of Letran.
As every right para magalit sa kanyang mga players. Ano ba ginagawa natin? Staying at a 12-point deficit and we're not passing the ball well.
Right.
At ito, outside shot from Etondulan. He misses. Iba-uban itong Alvin Ayo. Itong bola. Trap sa basket. Tama, matatapik pa palabas. That leaves 23 seconds of shot clock. Itong panik ng Letran. Time enough to orchestrate a play kung saan sila umiscore dito. Etondulan, medyo na akong kontento na lang sa pagka-iikot-ikot ng bola. But then again, another 3-point bomb. Scored by Letran.
And Tikboy, partner, the lone bright spot in the offense of Letran Knights, scoring the only first 6 points in the second half for Letran. Back-to-back triples.
16 points for Tikboy Soriano. Si Balenya, sabi niya, ako naman ang gagante. Pero nakita mo, tatlong nakapulang shirts ang kumuha ng rebound.
Uyog parati ang defensive rebound every time may tumira rito sa JRC. So again, they're limited to take one crack at the basket every time. So it's very, very important partner. Yung accuracy nito pupunan ng JRC.
Pero hindi ko rin maintindihan yun no? Bakit kahit pa mas malalaki yung players ng Letran, pwede ka naman mag-box out Ang orientation kasi nitong JRC, after a shot, tatakbo sila Yung fast break ang kanina yung natutunan. Hindi to get the ball
That's right.
Again, another crack at the basket for Letran. Ito si Ayo. Being guarded by John Dale Valenia. Soriano. Medyo didikitan siya itong si Campos. Ayo, back to Soriano. Sa loob naman daw siya kukuha ng bola. And partially deflected yung kanyang tira. Magkakakaon ulit ng JRC na tumakbo. Pero sabi ng Pondulan, hintay tayo. Huwag tayo mag-aapura. Hindi lahat ng pagkataon ay pwedeng daanin sa takbuhan.
And plus, the fact na ito kapanan ng Letran did a tremendous job stopping the transition play of JRC. Pero ito, paano mo yung stopin yun? Mahirap yun.
Tumira ng tres niyan, dumrive. Ito si Rendon Denrey.
Umawa pa, partner.
Back to a double-digit spread for JRC, 51-14. May time out tuloy tayo at magbabalik kami.
Rebounding will be the key to this game at kung sino mananalo sa laban nito, which JRC is doing a great job of right now, having an 11-point lead over the Letran Knights. Basta gagawin nila yung kung pupunta yung bola sa low post ng Letran, double team, even triple team if it takes that. So we'll see an exciting game, more of JRC getting a run-and-gun game. So back to you guys, Barry and Ryan.
Salamat sa Jansen. Our courtside update was brought to you by Absolute Pure Distilled Drinking Water. 11-point lead para sa panig ng JRC. 51-40 with 14 minutes and 47 seconds left dito sa ating laro. So JRC apparently in control of the ball game. Letran trying to come back to avenge the first round loss inflicted by the Heavy Bombers of the Knights. At ito si Soriano, masyado malakas yung pasa kay Soriano. Natubagad yung depensa. Oy, may foul dito syempre.
And that was a very dangerous pass that time from Tikboy Soriano, trying to issue that cross-court lob pass. Well read by Rodel Milla. And as a result, nakakuha pa ng foul itong si Milla. Coach Pinky Fabis trying to egg on his players right now and motivate them to play better and smarter basketball at this point.
Dalawang cross-court passes yun, balikan lang, parang nilagari yung court
Oo nga yung pangalawa medyo disastrous na.
Disastrous na yun Mahirap yung ganong klaseng pasan. At ito Campos, nasa 3-point area to Milla. De La Rhea, tinitikitan na ng Knights ito si De La Rhea. Campos letting the eye to middle, to Milla, out to Valenia. Just 9 seconds to the shot clock of JRC. At yun, yung pasa nawala dahil hindi nailapit itong bola. And Alvin Ayo, tap sa pass Soriano, sasablay sa rebound. Orland tama, matatabing palabas yung bola. And Letran keeps ball possession.
And again, another second chance opportunity para rito sa Letran after that muff perimeter jump shot of Tikboy. Medyo malapit yun para sa range of Tikboy. Kaya medyo hindi niya nasukat na maayos. Dalawang 3-point shot na si Tikboy in the second half.
Malapit kaya
malapit masyado, hindi nasukat.
Parang si Paulo Mendoza.
Pag malapit, ayaw.
At ito, walk in the park para dito kay Valenia. At for good measure, itong si Milla. Sumabay pa. Baka sakali mag-windis
And that was the kind of defense na talagang pinapaalala ni Coach Boy De Vera sa kanyang mga players. Every time somebody in the post gets the ball, at kukuyugin nila. Another fast break opportunity. This time, finished by Ariel Campos. So a lot of transition baskets here in the second half for JRC.
Well, Coach Ryan, Coach Kaero, nakatawag na ng timeout itong si Vicky Fabis. Nakakawintang-wintang pa rin ng kanilang play with JRC now leading by 15 big points. Ano gagawin mo? Tatawag ka mo ba ng timeout? O ano?
Well, there's still a lot of time left. 13 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Although lamang ngayon ang JRC by a big 15 points. Samantala partner, ito, 1972.
Huling nag-champion itong JRC noong 1972. Philip Cesar, Jimmy Santos, itong mga manlalaro nitong panig ng JRC. At ang tinalo nila ron, San Sebastian College.
Exactly.
Alam mo, hindi lang si Philip yan, kasama si David Cesar, si Edgardo Carvajal. At kung naman sa panig ng San Sebastian, nandiyan sila Jimmy Otasu, Norby Rivera.
Mabibigat din. Pero hindi ko na masyadong inabot. 1972, kakapanganak ko pa lang.
Oo nga eh. Kaya ko naman nasabi yan because of 1972, yung Philippine team natin, yung RP Youth team natin, that was the second time na na-stage yung Asian Basketball Confederation 19 and under tournament. Nag-champion tayo dyan. With the likes of Philip Cesar, Carval, Rino Salazar. Rino Salazar. Mike Bilbao. Yan ang mga players sa akin. 1970. Malay, bandang NC pa yun. Dahil si Mike Bilbao, siya nila yung for Lasal, Rino Salazar, for Letran. Parang halos tiga NCAA mga players ng 1972 ng RPU team na yun.
Kaya pala gutom na itong kumpona ng JRC. Medyo matagal na. Almost 30 years na ang huling kampyonato nitong JRC. Although they figured in the finals last year, pero they bowed out against this same squad, Letran Knights, on a 2-game sweep.
Well, babawi no? Naalala ko last year with several seconds remaining, nagkaroon nga ng kaguluhan. And JRC Athletic Director Delpinas Istio, punta lang siya sa gitna ng court. Sabi niya, para hindi na ma-escalate yung kaguluhan, pinaubayan na nila sa Letran yung panalo. Pero babalikan na next year.
Sabi niya, di ba?
Total, mawawala kayo ng players. Babawi kami dahil intact kami.
Correct.
Parang ka na nagkakatanda mo yun. Intact kami, next year na lang kami babawi sa inyo. Ito, 55-42, 12 and a half minutes remaining sa ating laro. Nakto, nawala na naman yung bola. Fortunately, tama was there. Parang inilagay na lang. Parang hindi yun ang play na dapat laran no?
Oo, ito si Tama. Sweet moves inside the paint. And a very hard shot under goal stop ang binitawan doon. Yung Arlan Tama already with 9 points in the ball game. And the lead of JRC from a high of 15 is down to 11 points.
Well, sinasabi nga natin, hindi na tumawag ng timeout. That is Coach Pinky Papis and perhaps itong JRC sinabi, ang dali yata nito. And suddenly, lumayla yata yung intensity itong JRC.
Oo, sabi ko rin, di ba? There's still a lot of time, almost 13 minutes left when the time na lamang ng 15. Ito ko po na ng JRC, pero ngayon mukhang nagsa-stabilize na itong opensa ng Letran. Pero muff shot that time from Big Boy.
At ito si Milia naman ang titira dito, sasablay, but he fishes for a foul kay Aldwin Ayo.
Yung personal foul yung tatawag dito kay Aldwin Ayo, pero ito si Rodel Milia, napakagaling na fast break finisher. He had to hang on to the air dahil maganda yung depensa na pinakita ni Aldwin Ayo, pero fortunately for him, he was able to fish a foul. 4th team foul against Letran Knights. At ito, si Rodel Milia, scoreless in the ball game. First basket para rito sa point guard ng JRC. At ito si Rodel Milia, averaging close to 5 points per ball game. At ngayon, split 1 out of 2 from the line. 12 points itong kalamangan ng JRC.
56-44, pero sa panig ng Letran, itong bola. Letran actually eyeing a third straight championship dito sa NCAA after unseating San Sebastian in 1998. Moody, mawawala yung bola, Montic na. Ito, tuluyan na nga nawala. After yung medyo magbabo lang isang player dire-diretso nawawala yung poise para dito sa Letran. But then again, nakabawi. Etong Knights, nakuha nila itong ball possession with Ayo with the leather. Ibigay kay Moody for a 3-point pump. Papasok yan! 2 points lang daw, sabi ng referee. Nakatapak sa guhit. Etong si Moody sa 6 straight points. 6-1 actually. 6-1 run for the Letran.
So mukhang in the mood itong si Moody in the second half of play.
Para magpupugi
Oo, mukhang may ibibigay sa atin ng mga panibagong mga puntos para sa kupunan ng Letran.
Ayan, Kapus scored the first 4 points itong panig ng JRC. Pero makita natin, ang error sa panig ng JRC. Traveling ang maitatawag. At papasok na itong si Hernan Epondulan. Kasi medyo nagpahinga. Pinahinga muna si Epondulan ni Coach Boy De Vera. Pero sensing trouble with 10 and a half minutes, ibinalik itong si Epondulan. Sabi, tama na yan. 10 puntos sila yung kalamangan natin. Baka makabawi ng tuloy-tuloy itong Letran. You don't want to give the opposing team confidence. Pero mukhang nandun na yung kumpiyansa ng Letran.
Again, Santa Cruz really scoring and moving well inside the paint. He was up against the defense of Rendell De La Rey partner at talagang, alam mo, ito si Rendell De La Rey is a good perimeter defender. Pero pag pinadepensa mo sa kanya, post guy, mahirapan siya.
Mahirap, oo. Samantala, sabi ni De La Rey, actually si De La Rhea nag-miss sa kanyang 3-point attempt, pero rare itong makuha ng JRC yung offensive rebound. Epondulan for a 3-point bomb sa supply. Sabi nga nila, hindi ba nice? 3-point shot.
Totoo yun. Itong JRC in the first half was really scoring big time from the 3-point territory. Pero again, fatigue fast creeping up to these players. At ayun, dalawang 3-point shots ang itinira ng JRC pero walang pumasok.